Hi, welcome in this Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV 2014. This is the existing radio system, including navigation and all kinds of other features most of you will be familiar with. Today we're going to replace it with a different system based on Android. So yeah, it's bye-bye for this system. As you know, this is the layout. You can open the screen and you can you can add your optical disc in it, your CDs, and also MP3 discs. And of course, as I show you here, you can put in two memory cards. One is for navigation and the other is for music and all kinds of other stuff. So this is the information that we might want to keep, but we might lose it. This is the information that gives you a very interesting view of the energy consumption of the vehicle or production of the vehicle, so you will. But then again, well, we might not need it that much. The layout you will see in a few moments will be a little bit different. Like the volume button here is at the left, and at the right we will have in the new system only one button, and that will be the volume. What I mostly select is at the left, as I show you, is the information about mileage, but we also have it in the main dashboard. That information we will keep, of course. So if we're gonna lose it in the new Android system we're about to install, as I just showed you here, this is my favorite screen to have aside the navigation. Yeah, well, then we're gonna lose it. But the kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers is not very useful anyway, because it depends on how much gas you use. So same accounts, of course, for the gasoline, but then again, it's all about gasoline. You want to use as few as you can, of course. So there's a lot of buttons to the left, to the right. Most of them we will lose, but we will not really be needing them anymore. We'll see that later. So yeah, I like the information on the left, and yeah, we're gonna see what's left of that. Maybe there are apps that we can still use or something like that. Maybe not. But they told us that the system we're gonna install is very handy, practical, and of course we're very curious about the navigation anyway, because the navigation that was pre-installed in all Mitsubishi Outlanders PHEV is okay. It works fine, but it lags a little bit. It's not that fast. As you can see right here, you can click the screen and it moves around, but not too fast. I'm sorry guys, it's all in Dutch. This is the map we're now using near the city of Leiden in the Netherlands. As you can see, we're now at the coast, facing east upward. So, well, and we can also direct it to the north, as I can show you here. If you're familiar with this navigation, it is quite easy to use. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's okay, but we need to have an upgrade for about 80 euros to just get the new highways they just built in the neighborhood. So yeah, I don't really like that. I'm very used to using Google Maps because it gives you very actual information. So this whole panel will be replaced. So the black unit I'm now pointing at is going to be replaced. The buttons you see here and indicators are going to be smaller. You will see that right away. Those will be replaced as well. The whole unit is going to be replaced. The button at the right, well, that will actually be the volume button. The button at the left, the button at the left, won't have anymore. So we'll see what happens. I'm not that handy that I don't wanna break the dashboard. So I'm gonna ask the professionals to do it for me. They're quite enthusiastic at the local Mitsubishi dealer to do that. While they're quite interested in, well, what kind of system is it and how easy is it gonna to be installed. So yeah, this is the information we're gonna keep. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, this is basically the information we want to use in the future, and this too. So we're gonna switch between these two to be fully aware of the mileage we have. So yeah, back to the screen. This is about it. As you see, well, we've reviewed about everything. Yeah, what I wanted to show you is like this is, you can still see if you're using the battery or regenerative braking or stuff like that. So yeah, we still have that information right away, but we won't have it here, I guess. So that's gonna be yeah, it's just gonna be different. So here we are. Let's get rid of the talk. The main black panel has been removed by the technician of the local Mitsubishi dealer. This is what it shows. It was very easy. So again, we're back. Now the whole system has been removed. The lower panel you see now on the back is the panel with the climate control and stuff. We have to remove it from the old panel and place it in a new one. So they're now unscrewing it, removing it from the old system. So the whole dash has to be opened because there's going to be a microphone at the A style at the left. Normally the microphone is over there. These are all the threads. We have to remove them first. Yeah, here we are. Now the system has been installed. You see the buttons at here under the screen are new ones. Those are a little bit smaller. As you see, like I said, there's only one round button that is now volume and to put it all, the system off. So I'm now trying to find some music options. I must say you need to install some apps and stuff because, well, what you can do, this is an interesting option. You can just use any program you use on your mobile phone. Also, for example, Apple. So you can use that, and the option you just saw is the Bluetooth connection, which is one of the main features. And then you can have just like what you would have with Apple Car or Apple Play, whatever it's called. Either Android or Apple, so that doesn't really matter. I do prefer to just install Spotify on this system, but you could also install any system that runs on Android. If you're really an Apple user, well, just take an Android account, and this is actually an Android computer. So this is like the main screen. It gives you some info. There are some options you can order, like DAB radio. It's a standard on the system of Mitsubishi itself, but it's an option in this system. So this is the whole system that has been replaced. We had to reinstall it in a new panel. Later on, we discovered that you can install all kinds of apps. You can even watch television on it if you have an app for that. The screen seems to be a little bit bigger, and at the top you see, well, it's now off screen. Yeah, you see there's still an option to put in your optical discs, like DVDs or CDs or MP3 discs or whatever. So you still have that option. I like that. There's also an Android radio car stereo system that has a bigger screen. It kind of flops out without moving. It's an extension of your dashboard, so I don't really like it. These buttons have been programmed. It took me a little while. There's a special app on the system. I will show you right now. Wait a second. This is not the wrong. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, first, this is the navigation that comes with it. So you can, when you order this system, you can choose a standard map of the Americas, Europe, or Asia. These are the options you can get. And it is a very good system. And the guys from the car shop at Mitsubishi said, well, this is actually the basic system that Mitsubishi offers, probably in the newer models. I had a system that looks a little bit different. But in the younger models of Mitsubishi Outlander, they might have this. They have a kind of Android-like system as well. So, well, this is a very nice system. It gives you information about traffic. It gives you information about how do you say that? Well, they give you information about if there's any speeding stuff going on from the police. It gives you a view of north, south, and stuff like that. It also gives you information how fast you can drive on the road where you're on. So this is like a standard Android feature. You can switch between the programs. This is the Bluetooth connection. This is your phone. It's very easy to use. Yeah, it's very easy. This is the new microphone. Was installed at the left at the A style. Yeah, the guys of the Mitsubishi dealer are very, very handy. They can do it very easily. So, yeah, back to the phone. It's very easy. It's actually easier. What we do have also is 2 USB ports. I had them installed with a thread in the dashboard locker. So, well, you can put anything on it. Mostly what you want to do is put your music on it or something like that with a USB stick or anything else. You could also put in any Wi-Fi or 3G kind of USB sticks or something. This is actually the Google Maps I've just installed. What you want to have is, well, it's now updating the maps. It doesn't have the maps like pre-installed. Obviously, as you might know, you have the option of downloading maps. So we're here in the Netherlands, but just between Belgium, the North Sea. You saw just England and Germany, of course. So you can actually download the maps anyway. Otherwise, it needs to be cached. As you see in the top, there's this kind of Wi-Fi symbol. It means I use my phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot. Here in the down slot, you can also put in a SIM card. We need to test it still. I'm not sure whether that will work fine or not. Above is a micro SD card. It has all kinds of stuff installed on it. Actually, the map I've just shown you of the Here system, it's called Here. That was shipped with it. So it has all. So you don't need actually don't really need an internet connection. Not for not for navigation anyway. So that's about it. That's cool. Yeah, we've also installed Spotify. Sorry for the glare. I hope you guys can see it. Yeah, so I'm logged in at Spotify. Also with Spotify, you have the option to download your tracks. On this system, there's quite some space on the system itself and also on the SD card. So that's very handy because every time you get into the car, you need to put on your Wi-Fi hotspot of your mobile phone. It will cost you data, of course, quite some, but if you have an unlimited version, it's okay. There are some lights that indicate whether you have your lights on. On my car, you can select, on most Outlanders PHEV, you can select they turn on automatically, or you just put on your daytime lights. This is the button programming that I was just talking about. It will take you just a little while. It's a little intuitive, so you'll figure it out. Actually, what I did was selecting the button on the steering wheel and then selecting the button I needed and then save every button. If you do it in the wrong way, you need to reset it and you have to do them all over again. But on the other hand, it's only 5 buttons, or no, 8 in total. You can pick up your phone, the button, you have the hang up button and stuff. And the speaking button on the steering wheel is like, you don't have the Mitsubishi system that you can talk to for commands. I was not really happy with it anyway. So you can now use Google. This is the button you need to program the stuff. Oh no, this is the different button. I'm mistaken. This is an option too. You need to buy it as an extra. So this is the wrap up. Check the pressure. This is going to be your home screen. This is really nice. Zooming out. I'm really going to get it system because installed. Quite some works very fine. And well, you can really add it. You can adjust this pressure. What we I've also installed the app that you might know from your mobile phone that you can install. We have connected the system. I'm now using the demo just to see what you now see. It doesn't really work. It's hard. The Wi-Fi hotspot. You could actually program it to. This is the wrap up. Installed Spotify, even calendar. It's very handy. So if you would access your calendar, need to connect to the Wi-Fi. You can say, well, let's go over there. That's still going to be in your car. It's totally separate from an address you go to for your meeting. You can just select it here. Is the equalizer? Google Maps here. Yeah, works fine. You can really adjust it to your own personal needs. Also, you can have some parking. It looks a little bit like the system that was already installed. It works a lot faster than the Mitsubishi system pre-installed. Navigation. Here you have all kinds of apps you can use for fast charging, for example. This is the app where you can with which you can play MP3 files and stuff like that. Gallery. You might accidentally remove the DAB Plus app because it wasn't working. This is the wrap up. Couldn't really install. This is about it. We're very happy with the system. It works very fine. It's really an upgrade. It's an option. As far as I can tell. Later on, I highly advise this. You can get it general DAB plus. I will put the DAB Z an address below, so you can see to install where you can get the system. So these are the apps. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and see you in the near future. Thanks. Bye bye.